first time. So we have Ali in Sydney. We have Arthur, who's with me now. Is there any other first timer, guys? And I really want to give a massive shout out to Louisa, who hit 5 cycle bonus. What do we do? Come on, let's go. Good work. So Louisa, where are you, gorgeous? Congratulations. We're so proud of you. And who else is here? Bron, Jono, and Sarah all spoke on the weekend at NYKO. And Pete Yep. All right. And I really just want you guys, and Pete McCulloch spoke the week before in Perth. Come on. And Pete, can you invite your girls onto the call, please? You know those 2 girls that I've been chatting to? Can you just send them the link or drop it in the group message with me so I can get them on here? I really want to give a massive shout out to a guy who works tirelessly around the clock to help you guys and support you guys. He flew down to Melbourne and spent 4 days in Melbourne working behind the scenes on stuff that, you know, just is going to make it so much easier for all of you guys to explode your business. He served, he left his beautiful wife and 2 kids at home, and he spoke so amazing on the weekend. Can we give it up for Greg? Yeah! And I'm going to tell you guys something because I'm so excited and I can't keep a secret. Greg and I have uncovered something so big, so amazing and so exciting to help all of you guys build your business, even us. Who could get excited about a system? Actually, Greg, can you explain it without telling them what it is? Keep the curiosity up. Just tell them what it's going to do for them.
Okay, so and it's simple, guys. Like it's very simple. There's a skill in GoPro which, and you know, being completely transparent here, 4 years in, I remember 5-year mark as a golf coach. There was a moment where I was like nearly going to quit golf coaching, and then all of a sudden found this thing that just changed my coaching. And Rach and I are very excited because being able to train you guys and teach you guys how to build the business and how to actually share the business is going to be a game changer for all of you. So the fact that you're going to be able to sit with someone for half an hour and be able to show them from start to finish what Isagenix is about, so that they have all the information they need to make a decision at the end of the phone call, it's like a light bulb moment. 2 massive light bulb moments from the weekend was definitely Alan Hilsinger, which I'm going to share with you guys tonight, about digging deeper and asking deeper questions and really creating the emotion inside of someone so that they actually feel more connected to you and trust you more. So I can't wait to share that with you guys as well. But then it's like, once you get them to that point and they're ready and they want to see this, then it's about showing them, you know, the products, the compensation plan, the company, but being able to teach that to your organization, that is the business. So, wow, we're very excited, really pumped.
We're going to be teaching you guys on how to present Isagenix, all right? So, and it's the duplication key. It's amazing. And it's like, we have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and the answer came to us over the last few days. And we just want to let you guys know that you've led us to that, because you guys have been just so amazing and you asked the right questions, and we're just so excited. So it's coming soon. Do you think now's a good time to talk about Ridges? Yeah? All right. So I can now officially tell you that we are having a Friday night team awards night at the Ridges pool at South Bank. Come on. Oh, I'm pumped, guys. I'm pumped. I want to give a massive shout out to Tremaine, because she's been dealing with them and their absurd costs, and they thought that we were the real Isagenix. It was pretty funny. And so it's a beautiful pool. You can all Google it. It's a beautiful pool, and we'll have beside the pool, and I'm going to be providing food. Alcohol and drinks will be there. You guys just buy that as you go. But what I'm really excited about is a Cougars Awards style like ceremony. It's going to be fun, all right? So we'll do some Cougar Awards and just keep a lookout on the team page over the next couple of weeks because we're going to be asking for you to nominate members of our team for different awards, okay? And it's not going to be the awards that you're thinking. There's no, there might be the top cycler or enroller or something, but there's going to be some funny stuff. So get creative because we want you guys to help us, okay? And I also want to let you know that if you've got friends, family, kids, parents up there looking after your kids, invite them, all right? If you've got people in Brisbane who are hot prospects as well, invite them. I always say to anyone who's got friends and family in Brisbane, invite them to our party, invite them to the event. And I just want you to know that, you know, I know Sarah's up there, her parents are up there, you know, bring the kids, bring your parents, like, you know, everyone. So I'm pumped for the Friday night. That's going to be amazing. Saturday night is gala. If you want a gala ticket, you need to message me. I don't have any, but I'm working behind the scenes to move and groove and find some. And what else is there? Maybe there's a seasonal shake tomorrow. Who's excited about that? Yeah, I'll give you a post for the seasonal shake at the end of the call, and I'll also be giving you a template message, all right? What I love to do is I love to set the alarm, the plan on people's phones for like 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, all right? And I'll do a live in Healthy Living and stuff, okay? All right, I'm going to mute Greg. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Okay.
So firstly, I wanted to say a huge congratulations to everyone who went to NYKO. We missed Shazzy. Shazzy, we missed you. But anyway, I wanted to also give a huge shout out to Nicole Papadis. Nicole, the big 5-0, my girl. Hey, let's give her a massive round of applause and a little bit of, yes, 50. You don't look 50, girl. You look amazing. Not that 50 doesn't look amazing, but you just look amazing, right? So happy birthday. Ames, want to give a big shout out to Amy. Amy has been working her absolute tail off. She's been crushing her business. And you know what I love the most is not to like reward people when they just get an enrollment, but just to say well done for the action that you're taking, Amy, because, you know, the other day she was in 77 messages at once. So that's having a crack, right? You know, she's actually had a shoulder, you know, she's had surgery on her shoulder, so she's off work at the moment, so she's got some time up her sleeve. And 77 messages, Ames, you're on fire, so keep going. So tonight's going to be great for you. And I really wanted to say a big shout out to Beck. So Beck, the other week she had 10 people come into NYK. They all pulled out. She could easily not gone. She wanted to do a live with me on the Thursday night. She failed like 6 times on the live. She had to get her mum's phone and her computer. But what I loved about that was the persistence. I was at 9:45 at night, sitting in there trying to do a live with her, and I'm like, you know what? Kudos to you, Beck, because you could have easily given up, but you didn't. So well done. Thank you. All right. So on the week, yeah, let's massive bet. And you know what? 21 years old, right? Beck Goat's 21 years old. You guys don't realize, like, she's 21. She's like a mindset of like a 35-year-old or 30-year-old. Like, it's just crazy. She's not out partying. Her friends are all partying, and she's trying to get them enrolled, and they're just not in that mindset. So keep going, Beck. All right. So on the weekend, Alan Hilsinger, one of the best trainers in network marketing and Isagenix, came down and trained. And he shared something that literally was a light bulb moment for me, something that I haven't been doing enough of, and I completely am putting my hand up saying that I would not have been teaching you guys enough about this. So I wanted to put his presentation together so that we had it on record. I'm going to go through it with you guys who weren't there, but also for those that were there, it's really good to have a refresher, because if you go through this process I guarantee you that your results will go through the roof. But more importantly, the one thing that Ellen said was if you don't go through these 4 steps when you're asking questions, the chance of you keeping your cleanser on the products diminishes. The chances of getting that person to an event diminishes because you don't know their pain points and their struggles for leverage. So let's get straight into it, and I'm going to start sharing. All right, he calls it, well, I call it timeline messaging or questions. And the really important thing is that it's about taking your prospect, your friend, whatever you want to call it, on an emotional journey. So I'm not sure why I can't get rid of that. Get up there. All right, so it's about taking them on an emotional journey. And this is where we start. We start right here in the present. So this is where they're at emotionally, right here. And then we want to take them into the past. And what you're doing by taking them into the past is emotionally, they're obviously going to feel flatter. When you're starting to talk about the past and you're talking about their pain points and how long they've had that struggle for, emotionally they go down. And then when you start talking about the future and how bright the future is and really taking them to that place 90 days time, a year down the track, and you're taking them to that future, their emotional state goes up. And then we want to provide a solution. So what Alan was saying is most people start here at the present. Someone says they're interested in Isagenix and they move them from the present straight over to the solution. So you miss all of this emotional process in your prospect. And why is that important? Because the past is where you gain trust. If someone tells you something that's really like a secret, then they're going to trust you more. And the thing is, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. So you take them through this emotional process to help them get to their solution. So I'm just going to quickly go through some of the key questions that he brought up on the screen. And I feel like if you guys adopt this and start looking at this in your business, you're going to have more success. And you're going to have a process of how you start a conversation and how you end it. So we start with the present, right here and now. So, you know, you've sent a post out, you've done a Facebook Live, you've sent a message to your customer or to your prospect, etc. They're interested. Okay, what are you most interested in? Weight loss, more energy, dealing with stress, better sleep, increased performance at the gym, or another income stream? So I put that one in there. He didn't have that, so I wanted to put the income stream in there. And then why is that important to you? They're obviously going to explain why having more income is important to them. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it for you to make a change? So this is where you're really going to kick out the tire kickers. So if someone's a 3, are you really going to go down this process and spend a lot of time with them? Or you might just add them to the Healthy Living page and say, hey, why don't you check out some information, etc., etc. Or you can go through this process anyway for practice. All right, so now we want to take them into the past. So how long have you been wanting to lose 10 kilos? Have you tried doing this in the past to change? What have you tried doing in the past to change that? And I love that question. What have you been doing to try and change that? It makes you really think about what have you tried? Well, I tried Jenny Craig, I've tried Weight Watchers, I went and got a PT, etc., etc. Do you mind if I ask, has this had any negative impact on you? Clearly it would have. And do you regularly think about making a change? These are all emotional triggering questions that are going to get you closer to your prospect. Now we want to take them into the future. We want to get their emotional state up. We want to get them feeling excited about what's possible, because your job is to find a problem and solve the problem. That is it. So if you could have the exact body or income level in the next 90 days to 12 months, what would that look like? That's not meant to be a question. When you achieve, 10 kilos, have you thought about the first thing you would do to celebrate? I love that question. So when you're at celebration and you've just earned $500 a week, how are you going to celebrate a celebration? Like, we've got our event on Friday night. Are you going to celebrate that night or Saturday night? You're sort of painting that picture of what it's going to feel like for them. And are you excited about seeing yourself? Are you excited thinking about seeing yourself with $500 in your bank at Celebration as a director, so that you can go into the leadership group and not stand outside? How exciting would it be to be, Eric Worre, a director? So we want to get them excited, and then we want to move into the solution. So this is the key component to taking someone who's interested into starting. If I could show you a way to lose 10 kilos, to be a director at Celebration, to earn $500, whatever it is, would you be open to learning more? Clearly they're going to say yes. On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you now to losing 10 kilos, earning $500 a week? So the next step is to get you started, to show you how this works. Let's get you started on your journey and eliminate 10 kilos, eliminate the pain of not being able to pay off your credit card, and start achieving your ultimate goal. So, not sure about you guys, but I'm 4 years into network marketing, and wow, that was just like the biggest moment for me to go, that's something that I am not doing. And it's clear because I'm sending a lot of messages on LinkedIn and Facebook, but I'm not getting deep enough with people to really understand how I can solve their problem. So for those of you that haven't seen that, it's key. I'm going to put that on our Team Free page in the files section, so you guys are going to be able to have access to those questions. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What did you thought of that? Maybe Amy, you've got 100 messages going. Did that seem like you could get closer to your prospect?
Yeah, I was just trying to write it down as fast as I could.
No, I'll put it in Team Free for you.
Yeah, no, I love that. Like, I think it's just, it just goes a little bit deeper than like the 8 why questions. And I think just having that visual helps, because you're thinking, okay, this is the present here. I want to take them down here so they realize how much it's affecting them. And then I want to bring them up again and make them see that it's possible. So yeah, I love those questions, and I love how it flows, and it doesn't seem like, it just sounds like a conversation, like back and forth. It doesn't seem like uncomfortable questions or anything.
Yeah, you've got a beginning. What I love is there's a beginning and an end. You've got a beginning to the process, middle, and an end. So for you guys that are on the call, right, my goal is for you guys to be the most well-trained network marketers in Isagenix, like hands down. We are going to have the best systems for you guys with videos where you can plug your team in, where you can learn and develop and build these skills of network marketing. And it's going to go next level over the next week or two, I guarantee you, because we're going to teach you how to present Isagenix as a business and also from a product point of view, so that you can be anywhere. You can be on the plane and you can be showing someone you're sitting next to and present Isagenix in a way that gets them really open to wanting to know more. All right, so that's our goal. I can feel it coming. You guys are getting better and better, but I want to see 5 of you, 10 of you building large organizations. Go, Cez.
Just 2 things, other points that Alan brought up that I thought were really good. Obviously, you're talking about their past and their pain points. So when you can visualize with them, when a cleanse day just gets really hard, you can go, remember when you told me, you wanted blah, 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 or, you really wanted to get into those shorts by this date because it meant this to you. So you can then use those. And Bronnie and I have discussed, obviously creating like the enrollment form, but having, Bron said, this is incredible. We really need to have these questions within one template of an enrollment form that we all use rather than using the enrollment questions.
Yeah.
The other really good point that Alan brought up was that you create that relationship when you're asking these questions, but then they really trust you when you turn around and invite them to an event, because they're like, oh, well, I really trust this person because, like we've spoken and we've broken it down to more than, great friend level, because I've told them, you know, so many personal things about myself, why not go and check out the event? So you
good.
built that relationship. So I thought that was gold when I heard that. I was like, wow. So
yeah, it's so deep, isn't it? It's like when you know someone and their real trigger points, then you can at least bring it back to the surface for them, which is leverage, you know. But as Ellen says, if you miss a step in those 4, then you don't have the leverage, which is exactly what Sarah's saying. So I'm excited. Wow, I was with Bronnie and, you know, Sally and those, and Brian and Neil at their house, and on the way home I'd practiced on the Uber driver. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to practice Ellen's deeper questions, and far out, this guy just told me everything, and I was like, wow. So when you really ask good questions, go Bronnie. Unmute, babe.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No, finish, Greg. Finish.
Oh, I just thought that, well, when I was asking the questions, again, being very transparent with you guys here, like, I'll put my hand up. I haven't been doing these questions, right? So anyway, I'm in the Uber car and I'm like asking him some questions, and it got to a point where he wanted to earn $500 a week, right? And my mindset immediately went to solution. And I had to stop and go, let's just ask a few more questions here. And I think that's network marketing at its absolute core, is really finding an issue and why, and then solving it. Because we know that the 10 kilos is never the 10 kilos, it's the emotion behind it. So you've got to dig deep enough to find it.
And I was just going to add, I think we've got to remember, in today's world, everybody's really busy and community's broken down quite a bit. And when you start to ask those questions, all you're actually doing is showing that you actually care about somebody. And a couple of my cleansers, because I was quite close to them, I did feel comfortable doing that. And I must admit, they've been the ones that have been most successful. Now, I think it's the way you ask them and ask them. I rang a few people yesterday for one of my cleansers because she was busy, and I used that system. I didn't even know these people I've never met them. They were just a phone number. And I said, look, before Sarah and I worked out the question. It was something like, before I tell you any more, do you mind if I ask you a few questions to try and get the right solution for what you're trying to find? So it's like, I care about you and I'm trying to find the right thing. I don't want to just sell you or give you anything. I'm trying to find the right thing for you. And these people, we had these massive conversations. They're telling me how many kilos they want. They didn't even know me from anybody, but I cared. And I think, don't underestimate how busy the world is and how few people care truly about other people and ask questions about that show that they care. And especially women with families and everything, they give. And I know guys do too, but I just think sometimes women especially will tell you a lot because they just want someone to care. I know guys do too, and this isn't against the guys or anything. It's not guys, girls, but I just think some guys do close up a bit more and some girls will, but women really will give you, let you in. And as Sarah said, build that trust. And it's like, man, she cared about me.
Yeah, 100%, Bronnie. And I think that the deeper you go, the more that they make the decision for themselves. Like as those emotions are coming up, it's like, they're like, well, what am I doing? I need to do this. So let's do it. So there's not like, it's almost like the deeper you go, the less you have to try and get them over the line. So as I said, I'm really, really excited to be implementing this stuff for you guys. And go Jodes, do you want to speak? Go Jodes? Oh no, you're just chatting.
I will. I was sign languaging, but like what Bronnie was saying, it's so true. It's that simple saying of people don't care what you know until they know how much you care, and then they'll actually kind of be eating that information out of your hands. So, and I guess it takes time with different people, knowing how to read the people and where they're at, as opposed to just, I want I want you to get something, I'm trying to get something from you. It's got to be that, really healthy exchange. I always love that saying.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. Great share. And the other thing as well, guys, is I think the transition part, especially for Rach and I, my Rach and I, is going through our warm market into cold. And as you go into the colder market where they don't know, like, and trust you as much, I think that we've definitely gone down the path of not digging deep enough with people we don't know, because it almost in a way can feel like you're prying into their life a little bit. But we need to almost flip it the other way and go more into the people that we don't know, so they can actually get to know us and we can get to know them. And the biggest piece of advice or gold nugget I took out of Alan's piece was the fact that, because he's like, because he's had people say, what about like when people get angry with you and pissed off and whatnot with the questions you're asking? He says, my goal is for everyone to walk away from the conversation. If they start Isagenix, fantastic. If they don't, I want them to make a change with their health somewhere else. And the only way you can do that is by asking deep enough and emotional triggering questions. So, yeah. All right. I definitely wanted to hear from Sarah and Bronnie just quickly on, and Jono if he's on, but just quickly on how it felt to speak in front of 300 to 400 people on the weekend. And moving forward, how many of your team are you going to have up there speaking? That's what I want to know. Go, Sarah.
Thanks. It felt incredible. I said to Bron, I'd done my dot points, and I walked up there and put my phone down. And then I guess spoke from my heart. And when you're really passionate and you really love something, and it just means much to you. I didn't do anything that I really wrote in my speech, but that's okay. I just told my journey, and because we tell our story, and we're story, story. I found it, I loved it, and I'm so glad I've got questions for celebration though. I've got to wear.
So good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. You were amazing up there. It was great to watch.
Team up there, sharing stories.
Yeah, it was awesome. Let's give her a big round of applause. Fantastic to be able to do that. Bronnie, how did you go up there? You obviously took up what you used to look like, and then you quickly ripped it off.
Thanks, Greg. Yeah, I had loads of fun actually. So I think for anyone who has never done something like that, it's actually, the Isagenix community is so supportive. They're such a kind group. So to stand up there, as Sarah said, I had some dot points too. You saw them in my hand, but I didn't refer to them because they were really kind, supportive community. And I think I could have said a whole lot of rubbish and they still would have clapped and laughed and enjoyed it. So for those of you who are about to go next, embrace it. The comments and the things people, I haven't discussed with Sarah, but the number of people who captured, grabbed me afterwards and gave me such beautiful feedback. I mean, they're a lovely, lovely community. And I think the one thing that was consistent in what they said is just how real you were and how I spoke from the heart. So I think what I took away from Sarah's talk is just be authentic, be you. Sarah's Sarah Whitehead, Greg's Greg McConnell, and Rach is Rach, and just be you, and you will attract people like you. And I think that's the beautiful thing about this business is you are the CEO, and work out who you want to be. And I love looking around this group of faces, and everybody is so different. There's no clones here. And that's a really beautiful thing. So when you get to share your story, just have a go, and it's a really supportive community.
Yeah, I love that, Bronnie. Thank you. It was awesome, and that's one thing, isn't it? It's like every time you get up there, people are just so appreciative because they know what it takes. There's people in the crowd that know what it takes. Tough, it's not easy to get up there for some people. For other people, it is. But guys, I really want you to think about the next 30 days, pretty much. Where's our date? Yeah, we're like 32 days away, right? So I want you to really think about the next month and start to really picture where are you going to be at walking into celebration. Are you going to be a consultant? Are you going to be a manager? Are you going to be a director? Are you going to get to the leadership level? Are you going to get to executive? So over the next 30 days, I really want you to be thinking about those questions that we went through. How many more conversations can you have in that format to see how many people you can get open to finding a solution for their problem? Because the more of those conversations that you have, the more people are going to get started, the more they're going to trust you. So when you say, let's do a curiosity Facebook post, they're more likely to do it. But what rank are you going to be from now for the next month? Because the really cool thing is, have you said it, Rach, or are you about to say it? What we're really aiming to do with every single person, especially on this call and everyone that comes to celebration, is if you get to Crystal Manager from now until celebration, you may have a little award at our awards night. So run to Manager from now, Crystal Manager, because we've got the reset, so we'll know who goes Crystal Manager. But have something for the next 30 days as a goal, a dream. Think about what you can be. Literally think about what this opportunity is for you, and think about who can you help in your network who needs a solution. And I think now with these questions, we can really dive deep with people and have great conversations rather than having 10 or 20. And to be honest, I feel like we have taught you guys how to send great templates, how to get people on three-way calls, how to get people into the health and living page. I feel like we're very good at that aspect. Now we're diving deep into people and really finding out their why and finding a solution for them. So follow that. Think about what do you want to be when you walk into celebration this year, because this event 4 years ago was the event that changed Rachel and our family's life forever, because we got to that event and we walked out, and 8 months later I resigned full-time as being a golf pro. So remember that. We were a director 4 years ago. So for those of you that are a director or nearly a director, Rach and I were a director 4 years ago at Celebration. We'd been in 6 months in Isagenix, we were a director. We walked out of Celebration 4 years ago, and 8 months later we're earning a multiple six-figure income. And you guys can do that. You can do more than that, or you can do less than that. So I'm letting you know, and I love this as well, right? How many people do you think are using the products in Victoria? And the number is 10,000 customers in Victoria. There's 6.2 million people. It is not saturated. We're in Victoria for 10 years, right? 11 years. It is prime to explode. And you guys are the ones that can do it. You are the ones that can seriously change the direction of your life, your family's life, and Victoria itself. Ames, you're in Queensland. But the reality is and Pete, WA, those of you that are in Victoria, you can transform Victoria as a state, because we are going to be the best trained network marketing team free in Isagenix. We're going to be the best trained network marketers. But we have to be able to share with people how they can solve a problem in their life. So let's do it, team. We can do it. Like we could have 50 people on this call. Imagining like after celebration, we've got 50 people on this call, 60, 100. Like what's stopping us? Each week, let's invite to this event. This event is big, this Monday event. And then we're going to invite to the next event, which will be an online event. And then we're going to invite to a Super Saturday. And then we're going to invite to celebration, UAAs. Awesome.
Greg, you mentioned before about having some goals and what you're going to be walking, you know, your goal of walking into celebration. And, you know, I want people to know that it's not cycles. It's, you know, rank actually, you know, manager, crystal manager, director, it actually means people. All right. But should we talk to them about why we should create 2 consultants in the next 4 weeks? Can you tell them?
I think I sort of mentioned it. You go. You're right.
All right. So we have got a special award for from now until celebration for anybody who creates 2 or more consultants. We're going to be giving you an influencers award. What do you think about that? Who wants to be an influencer? Come on. All right, who wants to be an impactor? Help me with the name here. Impactor or influencer? All right, so hands down. Who wants to be an influencer? Who wants to be an impactor? What do you reckon?
Do a poll. We'll just do a poll. It's fine. We'll just do a poll in 10 calls.
So basically, we're going to have an award for that, and we really want to encourage all of you to create 2 consultants. All right. And that will mean that we're all going into celebration as managers. Do you think we could do that, team? And for those of you who are next level people, and because I know that there's some of you on here, 6 will take you to director. So we could have something special lined up for all the influencers. All right. Okay. I'm out.
Seasonal. Go. Right.
Yep.
Seasonal shake.
Oh, all right. Does anyone not know what the flavor is? All right. So we are launching mango shake tomorrow. If you go and have a look at the Team Free page, I've just dropped a whole heap of posts there. You can put a post out now, and you can do a post in the morning. All right. Now, we've spoken about posts, and we're going to be the best trained social media team ever. I have not yet recorded the weekend. I'm sorry, guys. I did the whole thing last night, and with 5 minutes ago, something happened with Zoom, which is why Tremaine records, not me. Can we give it up for Tremaine for recording these? Who's going to go back and watch what Greg just taught you? Yeah. Isn't it good that Tremaine recorded it? So when I'm doing a post about these shakes, do you know what's really important? Really share why you love the shakes, or share what the shakes have done for you. All right. And don't be afraid to share about what the shakes have done financially for you as well. All right. Not only does this shake taste amazing, fill me up is just the best thing ever. Bless that it's seasonal and mango flavor this week. But it's helped me pay off my credit card. You know, pay for my kids' dental bill, because my kids go to the dentist all the time. You know what I mean? Like, just really share, get creative. All right. So that's the first. Yeah. So I've put 3 posts there. Have you guys seen them? Yep. Are you guys happy with that? Yeah. All right. So the next thing is messaging people about the shake as well. And just go for all your cleansers, go for all your old ones, even people with inactive accounts. And you're going to have a lot of people want to just order the shakes just because they're shake. It's a new seasonal flavor. Arthur, how many canisters you're ordering?
10.
You guys heard that. He's ordering 10 canisters. He's a numbers guy. He wants to know all about the numbers. And so seasonal shake posts, seasonal shake messages, and set plans tomorrow morning for anyone you know who wants to order. Guys, it's also a really good opportunity if you've got lots of people that live in your local area within your team that would only normally buy 1 or 2 canisters, maybe inactive, to place an order. But this is the kicker, all right? This is the kicker. How many of you can create consultants with the seasonal shake? All right, how many inactive people do you have? And I'm not just talking your first line, I'm talking your second, your third, your fourth line, however deep you go. How many of them can you reach out to and help order their shakes, all right? I know it seems like a lot of labor, but it's so worth it, isn't it? All right, it's so worth it. Who's done a really good shake drop in the past? Who wants to share? Is Sarah there, or is she out? Sarah, you've been around for a seasonal shake. You crushed the hokey, didn't you?
What's crushed?
You did really well. What are your seasonal shake tips?
I generally message everyone in Messenger. I'll just let them know that it's coming out. Are they going? Do a little picture so it grabs their attention. And then I'll also offer that I'll do, if you only want to get 1 or 2, let me know. Yeah. I like put it under people like consultants so they can benefit as well from the BV, basically. So try and get my consultants BV and get paid.
Yeah. If you're ordering, if you're going to order a lot of mango shake, at the bottom of your tree, all right? And basically, so just put it at the bottom, all right? So everybody gets the BV. The other thing that who's that? The other thing that I really wanted to is not on mute, babe. We're muted now. The other thing I really wanted to share with you is just the real push to get people to celebration. Greg, where are you? You're really good at having conversations with people about getting them there. If like you don't have to say names, but if you could just share about the conversation you had on the weekend with someone who can't come because of a wedding, for some people that you know are friends that she's known not for a long time, but long enough to be invited to a wedding. But the type of questions you asked and about really the benefit of getting to celebration. And I also had a person within the team question why I was asking their team member who's not interested in the business at all and really just loving the products. Why are you inviting her to celebration? You know, it's in Brisbane, it's a long way away. She's a mum, she's got lots of kids. And I explained to her that it's the perfect opportunity to learn more about the products. There's all this science stuff. That's what she loves. So that's what I essentially bait her with. But I know that when she walks out of those doors, that even though she wasn't interested in the business at the start, that she has just had the best exposure ever to Isagenix, to the vision, to what can happen to her. And it's out of our hands. All we need to do is get people there. So that was amazing. And Greg, can you share just like what those kind of questions, how you really dug deep with that person?
Yeah, I think first up you've got to ask like really good questions to see where they're at currently with what they're currently doing in their life, and also to see if they're open to looking in a different way. Because the one thing I like saying is, come along to the event, because at the end of the day, you're going to walk out of the event and you're going to know if it's for you or not. Like, what I would love you to do is see it with your own eyes and really experience it so that you can make an educated decision. Because the thing is, it's a funny one, because last year there was a couple of us who rang Sarah Whitehead, because we could really see the potential. We could really see that this could transform Sarah's situation that she was currently in. It wasn't, you know, yes, she was turning up on calls and she was doing messages, but there was just something that, you know, when we chatted to her, that this could really transform her life. And I think they're the conversation you've got to have, is take it away from you and really look after the person that you're talking to and paint the picture of how life could be different if they give up a weekend to come along to this event, and let them know that they can say no, but I want them to make an informed decision for themselves. So the only way you can do that is if you're having one-on-one conversations, either on the phone, on Zoom, or belly to belly. That's where you can get someone to come along. Again, when you know them and you know their trigger points, and you can have that heartfelt conversation with them too. And I think as well, if you come from a place of you're really caring, they're going to feel it. And you're going to be like, look, just do yourself a favor and come to this event, because it could be the event that transforms your life forever. And if it's not, it's okay. At least you had a look at it. So, and the other thing is you've got to break it down for them as well and say, look, you've got flights for $89 at the moment. You know, you've got to break it down to really make it achievable for them. Look, I can get you a ticket. The flight's $89, and you can sleep on the floor in one of our rooms. Like Sarah slept on the couch last year, and now this year she's speaking at the event. So, you know what I mean? Like, who in your network?
I can't hear you. Greg, you're muted.
Okay, I don't know why I've muted, but so who in your network could you get on the couch and then the next year have them speaking at the event? Like, talk about a story. You know what I mean? Like, and imagine if Rach and I didn't reach out, and I know there was other people who reached out, but imagine if we didn't just persistently keep reaching out to Sarah and say, come on, you can do this. Let's make this happen. What else do you need to do? Like, what would Sarah's life be like right now? You know, Sarah might have won all these events, all these, you know, competitions and whatnot, but you know, she may not have either. She may have been a manager and just been sitting there going, I'm not sure if this is for me. So,
so Greg, do you want to practice on Arthur here? He's not coming to Celebration. He's been to the event on the weekend. We want him to come to Celebration. I'll give him a ticket if he comes.
Hey, Arthur.
We'll find him a floor.
Hey, Arthur, is it okay if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome, man. So, how long have you been in Isagenix?
He's not in yet, but he's very interested.
So you went to the event on the weekend?
Yep.
What were your thoughts around it?
Thoughts was it felt community spirited.
Yeah.
Everyone was positive. Everyone seems to be very interested in the products and helping others and helping others this way.
And can I ask, what is the interest for you with Isagenix? Is it the products, or is it the secondary income stream? Is it having more time with your family, or is it, you know, traveling?
I'd probably say sort of the network marketing interest and potentially the secondary income.
Okay. Yeah. And is that to have more time freedom, or is that to travel more? Like, what is the secondary income for?
I'd probably say to have more time. I wouldn't say more time I wouldn't say more time at the start, because I'll be working 2 jobs. But I'd probably say more income to be able to, you know.
So to create more income long term, yeah, and to create more time, and
not short-term investment, it's a long-term investment.
Yeah. So you understand it's about investment, right? So if you want to change the situation that you're in, you need to, you know, look at investing in that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. So tell me, so what are you currently doing to create more time in your life?
living close to the city, which I am. I get home pretty quick, and just making time, basically.
How do you make time?
When it comes to your job though, how are you creating more time? So you've got to obviously work your 9 to 5, but what other avenues are you going down to be able to create more time in your life?
Just being really efficient with my time. So having a timetable where I've got a slot of time to make sure I stick to it. So for example, I go to the gym 5 days a week. I make sure I get that 5 days, 5 sessions a week. If I don't get the 5 sessions a week, then at the end of it, I feel like I'm not in my targets. So like just being efficient and sticking to your goals and your plan.
And have you tried any other businesses in the past to create more time in your life? So clearly you're looking at network marketing to create more income, leveraging your time. Is that correct?
So yeah, creating more time, using the right time to increase your income, but doing it on a doing it smartly. Work smart, not necessarily work harder.
Okay. All right, cool. And when it comes to celebration, can I ask what's holding you back from going? What's holding you back from taking a look at it?
More knowledge about the business, about the product, about it all. So basically, the product. I'm trying to see if the product works for me, because I'm happy to do the business, but I feel like the product's not for me. As in, I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain weight, sort of thing. And I love making my food. I've eaten my food. I wouldn't replace it for meal replacement sort of meal. So it'd be more of a supplement rather than a meal.
Yeah, no, I get that 100%. So can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
Let's say Isagenix, you put the products in your body, so you're going to put the products in your body and test it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this question. If the products work for you, will you come to Celebration?
If the products work for me, I don't know how it would work for me, because I stick to my sort of my products, like, for example.
If you have a positive experience, if you feel the products work for you, would you be open to coming to Celebration and check it out?
Yeah. Anyone.
Awesome. All right. So far out.
Now we need to talk about when he's going to try these products.
So then the next question is, all right, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're never going to get started, but 10 you're going to get started on Isagenix, where are you at right now?
Probably like a 5 to 6. Trying to, as we said, it's not right now. It's about getting more knowledge, learning more about it, learning how the system works, that sort of stuff, and then gradually get into it.
Okay, so do you know the best way to learn whether it works or not and how it works?
Jump in the deep end.
Put it into your body. So reality is you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. We've got 30 days until Celebration. This event's going to transform your life, like guarantee you. It will transform your life. The reality is though, you need the products to work for you to be 100% in, yeah?
Yeah.
So what other information do we need to get to you for you to move that 5 to a 10?
So basically, I'm more interested in the business side, not so much on the product working for me, because I know what products work for me, and I sort of stick to those products, and it more or less is those products are more a supplement. I have my meals, so eating Whole Foods and my meat and all that sort of stuff, and any products I consume will be a supplement. So this is sort of going into my own personal life sort of thing. So, for example, having multivitamins, having creatine, having pre-workout, having protein shakes. So those are the things I stick to. That's sort of it. And if I wanted to feel good, I'd just be eating more veggies, basically.
Yeah, okay, cool. So the reality is though, if the products work for you, you'll come to Celebration, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there's our answer. So high five, Rach.
He's coming, because we know they're going to work.
There you go.
So,
So I
when,
think
hang on, when is he ordering his pack?
so. That's for you and sorry, Arthur. Yeah, you guys can organise a time. Obviously, he needs more information, Rach, because he's at a 5, right? He needs a bit more information. So get him some more information now, and then help him get started.
So I'll argue this because he sat there for an hour and listened to Danny Catania, who is the Australian Institute of Sports dietitian who recommends these products for professional sports people who don't need to lose any weight.
Okay.
So,
Can I ask one question, Arthur? And be completely honest with me. Is it the money that's holding you back from getting started?
Is it the money?
Is it the cost?
No, it's not the cost. It's whether the products. When I say the products work for me, is what I mean by that is there's certain products which like what works. When you say what works for me is what sort of goals that I'm after. So like those goals, whether those goals are aligning, basically. So, like for example,
Hey Arthur, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Do you think it would be impossible to share Isagenix if you didn't believe in the products?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's why, as I said, need more information.
So to build a business, so you're interested in building a business. To build a business, you need to be in alignment with the products, right? So my suggestion to you, Arthur, would be put the products in your body, test it, be a guinea pig for the product. If they don't work, you get your money back. If they do work, then you've got an opportunity to completely transform your life, create more time, create more leverage in your life so that you can have the future you desire, yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Done. So let's just get some products in your body and go from there. Yeah, Bronnie.
Arthur sounds like Alan Hilsinger. Remember, Alan said on Saturday he had all these businesses and he wanted another business. And but he thought, first, I'll just use the products for 30 days. If I like the products, he just used them for 30 days. And then I think he's built quite a big business, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think Alan earns about 800,000 a year, so it's not too bad in networking.
Arthur, I'd give it a crack.
Yeah. So, you know, I always say this, Arthur, you're either going to understand if these products work or you're going to get your money back.
Yeah, understood.
So you're either going to understand if, hey, these products actually are worthy of me seeing if this is a business I align with. And to me, the only way you're really going to see if this business aligns with you and the people align with you is if you get to Celebration for a weekend. You know, come up on the Saturday, leave on the Sunday. You know, we can organise a ticket. You can stay, you know, in a hotel room. It's not going to cost you a lot, but it could be the best investment that you've ever made in your own future just by coming onto that event. So try it out.
Greg?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Arthur. Sarah. So I just want to liken it to, I obviously prior to Isagenix, well, I'm an accountant, but prior to Isagenix, I looked at multiple different business ventures. And in order to even look at those businesses, I had to put down a deposit to then view all the financials. So like a holding bond sort of thing to then take anything further and to look at those, to know that I was serious. So I didn't I started Isagenix for the products, but when I speak to people that are interested in the business, I'm like, this is kind of like your holding deposit. You can get it back, try the products, you're looking at taking a look at the business, you know, and you're those free products for a month. If you don't, you're going to get it back. So, and obviously, if you don't believe in something, and yeah, if you don't believe in the products, it's very hard to promote. So,
yeah,
share something.
A great point, Sarah. You know, you're putting down a holding deposit to see if it's actually fit. And I think that's it, you know.
That makes sense to him.
Yeah, you know, put down a holding deposit.
Yeah. But basically, I align with some of the products, but not all the products. Is my.
Does
So do I.
Anyone else Paul who doesn't align with some of the products doesn't take.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't have to align with all of them. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll keep talking to Arthur about it. But the fact is here. He's on our team call. Did that help you guys? Would you guys be prepared to have those kind of conversations with people who are interested in the business, who, you know, potentially could be your next Sarah Whitehead? Yeah? All right. Hey, Alison Davenport, give us a wave. She's coming to Celebration in Isagenix for a couple of weeks. Give us a real big wave. Do you want to share your story with us quickly? Do you guys want to stay on a bit longer?
Hey, we've got a call now, Rach.
No, they haven't messaged me yet. They'll go over.
Okay.
All right. Alison, can you unmute for me?
Hi.
Hi, gorgeous. Can you share just your experience? I just want to say thank you so much for getting on the call. And we love new people, and especially nurses who love Tony Robbins from Sydney.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I did Isagenix a few years ago at the gym and won the challenge. Loved the products, and then took a couple of years of not doing Isagenix, and then I just felt like nothing else was working. And I remember that Isagenix worked really well for me. There's so much more variety out there now. There's so many more flavors in the shakes and the bars. And yeah, I'd done my 30-day challenge. I decided to sign up on the business. I'm working really hard at these phone-in things to try and learn how to approach people, because I just put a post today and I've had somebody from America text me and say, send me a link. What is it? And I'm like, oh, what do I do? Like that. Okay. So
what are you going to do? We'll help.
I'm going to ask them what their I'm going to go to the present and ask them what their goals are and what their problems are.
Yeah.
And go through this step.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
My other clients in the UK, so I'm kind of...
You're doing amazing. The biggest thing for me is that you're on this call and you're coming to Celebration. Do you feel supported?
Oh, 100%, 100%. And obviously as a nurse, I work 12-hour shifts, so I get 3 to 4 days off a week. So I might as well build my business and cut down my nursing. Yeah, and increase...
I'm excited. Who wants to go and find some Alisons? All you need to do is find me people like that. That's it. Yeah, awesome. All right. Any questions? Anyone got anything that they want to ask? Mango Shake can be announced from today on your Facebook, guys. Just go for it. Shout it to the world.
Shall I mute my thing now?
Yes, please, darling. All right. Anyone else? Any questions? Anything?
Rachel, it's Jo.
Jo, how are you?
Good, how are you? Can you share with us if there's anything particular going on for the 28th of Jan?
Yeah.
Fit and Lean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So guys, Fit and Lean, do you want, like, what do you want?
I'm just getting a couple of questions from cleansers saying, is there something what do I need to do? And, what do we get? And what, those sorts of questions.
So a normal 30-day pack. All right. I would say a normal 30-day pack. And I think that do you guys want the 14-day shred type scenario? Like the calendar, the grocery list, what days what, and then on particular days is what we're posting, what we're focusing on.
Yeah, something like that would be great. Just a little bit of accountability maybe for those people that said I'm in, or...
We all need accountability. Hey, Aussie. Well, I would love for some of you guys who are really creative, who are really good at this stuff, to send me some ideas so that I can send it to the designers, like the graphic design. I've got 2 new VAs starting tomorrow. So if you guys can think of some stuff, if you see some stuff on other pages that you like, I know some of you are in other cleanse groups, just let me know. I'm happy to do something like what we did for the 14-day shred, but extend it out to 30 days. And I just need some help from some other people to contribute to, like, you know, the posting and just setting it up. Louisa, we could probably do that on Wednesday. And then the other thing is, would you like this as a team, would you like me to come up with a calendar and every day is a specific thing, and that's what you guys will all post around? So Wednesday, Thursday will be cleanse days. You know, maybe Monday is food prep. Tuesday is whatever. And you guys then know what to post to Healthy Living. Do you want to, you know, we might have Testimony Tuesday, cleanse day posts, what to eat for your meal posts, maybe getting your products for free. Guys,
fabulous.
Get the ideas to me and then we will workshop it. Joe, have you finished work yet?
Friday.
All right, awesome, cool. If there's anyone here who's not working on Wednesday, you're welcome to come to my house and work from about 11 a.m. onwards, okay? All right, any other questions? Yep, stop recording. Okay, I just want to give it